Have you ever heard you have to work hard for money, or that money doesn't grow on trees? How about that you should buy things on sale? Well, if you've heard any of these limiting beliefs around money, or you have your own limiting beliefs, stay tuned because I'm going to share with you how to increase your mindset around money. Hi y'all, I'm Carrie Shepard, business mentor for women entrepreneurs. And I know how difficult it can be, how frustrating it can be when the money's not coming in and the clients aren't coming in. And you start to contract and you start to get down and your mindset starts to feel like there's not enough clients out there. There's not enough money. Have you ever felt this? Have you ever thought this? I know because I was there, and it took me having a conversation with one of my mentors to really get the importance of what is between the temples. What you think about, you bring about. I'm sure you've heard these things, but for me, it was always okay, great. I understand that I should and need to do this, but how? How do I do this? How do I change my mindset? And so today I'm going to share with you my 5 tips that I've implemented into my life that has really turned my mindset around and has allowed abundance to come into my life in such an easier, more graceful way. So the first one is to have a daily mantra. And again, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I believe in having a daily mantra. But there's several different ways that you can do a mantra. And so I want to share with you 2 different ways that I've done, and they both work and they both have a time and a place. And so I've switched it up. The first way that I did a mantra was from Think and Grow Rich. Chapter 2 is on desires. And it actually spells out in that chapter how to develop that mantra. So I'm not gonna go through that today, but go ahead and go to chapter 2 in Think and Grow Rich and you can check out that mantra. The other one is from Conscious Language, and it's repeating I am, I will, I can statements. So I will, I can bring in the clients that I desire. I will be making X amount per month, whatever the case may be. And then the second step into having this mantra is that you repeat it daily. And I recommend that you repeat it in the morning, first thing when you get up, and then also right before you go to bed. And this is the real part that I was missing for so long, is repeat this mantra with passion. Think about how much you enjoy working with your clients and how does that make you feel when you get off of a phone call with somebody and you've really made a difference for them. That same passion is what you need to bring into your mantra. All right, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 is come from a place of abundance. How would you act? How would you think if you had a waiting list of clients? How would you think? How would you act if you had millions of dollars in the bank and you were just doing this for fun, for service? How would what would your mindset be if that was the case? And so if you can really come from that place, that's going to really change your mindset, and it's going to really change that vibe that you put out into the world. So that's step number 2. Tip number 3, I guess they're tips, not steps. Tip number 3 is to read wealth consciousness books daily. Daily is the key here, guys. So again, I recommended already 2 of them. Think and Grow Rich and Conscious Language are 2 that are really awesome. Another one is The Science of Getting Rich. There's plenty of other books out there, Leveraging the Universe. I have a resource list. If you're interested in it, just shoot me an email, carrie@carrieshepard.com, and I can get that over to you with some other recommendations. But find one that resonates with you and read it every day. And Think and Grow Rich and The Science of Getting Rich, those are books that I read over and over and over again. And if you see my copy, you'll see yellow highlights and blue highlights and pink highlights. And it's just every time I read it, I pick up something different. So definitely get some wealth consciousness books that you resonate with and read them daily. All right. Tip number 4 is to recognize and turn your limiting belief around. So again, I started out with some of those limiting beliefs, but figure out what you believe. What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back? Is it that, money doesn't grow on trees? Is it that you have to work hard for money? Is it that you might think deep down inside of you that the money is the root of all evil? What is it that, maybe your parents or your family kind of inbred in you, and then switch it around? How do you, money is the root of all evil? Well, that's not true, first of all. Money allows you to give back. Money allows you to be generous. Money allows you to make a difference. So how can you change those limiting beliefs around to be positive? And again, those are things that you can work into that daily mantra. So you're really retraining your brain. All right, so that's tip number 4. And tip number 5, this is a simple one. And you've probably heard me say it before, probably heard it before, but remember, your words create your world and your mindset. And so if you're saying these things, if you're saying that it's hard to find clients, if you're saying that, it's hard to make money, or that, everybody else can do it, but you can't, or whatever those limiting, again, back to the limiting beliefs. But if you're speaking those, if you're speaking that frustration and you're speaking that negativity, that's what you're creating. And so that's why we really have to turn our mindset around, so that when we start training our brain to speak positively, I have an abundance of clients. Making money is easy. Making money is fun. And to really get into that positive attitude and mindset. So again, just a quick recap. Number 1, have a daily mantra. Again, do it with passion. Number 2, come from a place of abundance, not scarcity. I might not have mentioned the scarcity, but come from abundance. What would you do if you had a client list, a full client list, enough money in the bank that you could ever want? How would you act? How would you think? Number 3, we read wealth consciousness books daily. Daily, guys, daily. Number 4, recognize and turn your limiting beliefs around. So making money is not hard. Making money is easy. Money comes to you easily and abundantly. Those are the things that we want to be hearing and thinking and speaking. And then last but not least, the 5th tip is remember, your words create your world and your mindset. So be careful what you're speaking and start speaking positivity and abundance into your life. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and these 5 tips, and I really hope that you take action on them, because hopefully you didn't take the last 6 minutes and 52 seconds listening to me to not go take action. So if you've liked this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these videos, and hop over to carrieshepard.com and subscribe to my newsletter list, where I share other amazing content on sales, marketing, business building, and mindset. So until next time, have a beautiful and abundant day. Bye for now.